The United Kingdom's Ministry of Defense latest intelligence update on Ukraine, July 26, 2023, Russia's failure from the Black Sea Grain Initiative has prompted changes in the Black Sea Fleet's posture, suggesting preparations to enforce a blockade against Ukraine. The modern corvette Sergei Kotov has deployed to the southern Black Sea and is patrolling shipping lanes between the Bosphorus and Odessa. The ship could join other vessels to intercept commercial ships bound for Ukraine, which Russia may deem in violation of its blockade. While the Black Sea Grain Initiative had reduced conflict in the region, its suspension raises the likelihood of renewed Russian aggression and expanded naval operations in the Black Sea. The area, critical for global agricultural exports, could see an uptick in military encounters between Russian and Ukrainian forces. Continued disruption to grain shipments from Ukraine would worsen global food insecurity. Air Force Command of Ukraine Armed Forces update. At approximately 1 p.m. today, Russia conducted a Caliber cruise missile attack originating from a submarine in the Black Sea. The missiles approached from a southeasterly direction before changing course mid-flight. Ukrainian air defenses successfully intercepted and neutralized both inbound Caliber missiles over Vinnytsia. Concurrently, Russian Tu-95MS strategic bombers previously detected over the Caspian Sea are likely repositioning for additional strikes. These aircraft may depart around 5 p.m. local time. The use of long-range Caliber missiles suggests Russia seeks to overwhelm Ukrainian defenses through simultaneous attacks from multiple platforms and directions. While one missile salvo has been thwarted, Ukraine's air force and air defenses remain on high alert for follow-on strikes by Russian bombers, ships, and missiles as part of a coordinated assault. The Institute for the Study of War Russian Offensive Campaign Assessment. Ukrainian forces have launched a major mechanized counteroffensive in western Zaporizhzhia Oblast, achieving a breakthrough of Russian defensive lines south of Orikhiv. According to the Russian Ministry of Defense and multiple Russian military bloggers, Ukrainian troops conducted a frontal assault toward Robotyne, 10 kilometers south of Orikhiv. Geolocated footage suggests Ukrainian forces advanced to within 2.5 kilometers east of Robotyne before being partially pushed back by Russian elastic defense tactics. This Ukrainian counteroffensive shows growing capabilities to challenge Russian defenses. The mechanized assault penetrated preparatory Russian positions, likely surprising Russian troops. While Russia slowed the Ukrainian advance, their defenses did not completely repel the attack. Ukraine's ability to mass forces for an offensive in Zaporizhzhia amid continuing fighting in Donbass highlights growing tactical skills. Russia may need to divert resources from other axes to shore up defenses in western Zaporizhzhia. The Ukrainian breakthrough indicates Russia's current force disposition is inadequate to defend against localized Ukrainian counteroffensives along the long front. The Institute for the Study of War key takeaways today. The scale of Ukrainian gains remains unclear amid conflicting Russian claims. The terrain and composition of Russian forces around Robotyne provide context on the Ukrainian attack. Successful Ukrainian breaching of Russian defenses in this area would indicate a major capability advancement. Western and Ukrainian officials characterize these Zaporizhzhia operations as the potential start of a major counteroffensive effort versus isolated actions. However, current limited gains near Robotyne are unlikely the full extent of any planned Ukrainian counteroffensive if assessments prove accurate. Russia will likely need to redistribute forces to reinforce Zaporizhzhia defenses against further Ukrainian mechanized assaults. The counteroffensive highlights vulnerabilities in Russia's current force posture across an overstretched frontline. Sustained Ukrainian counteroffensives that leverage growing tactical skills will be key to recapturing occupied territory. But Russian defenses remain formidable in many areas, and Ukraine's path forward is expected to be slow and methodical. Russia conducted widespread missile strikes across Ukraine overnight, targeting civilian infrastructure in rear areas and deep into Ukrainian territory. This indicates Russia's intent to damage Ukraine's broader war supporting logistics versus solely military targets. The Russian Black Sea Fleet has expanded its presence and military posturing in the Black Sea. Russia likely seeks to enforce a blockade on Ukrainian ports and assert greater control over commercial shipping, jeopardizing grain exports. The new $400 million drawdown authorized by the Pentagon will provide additional critical military aid to Ukraine. Swift delivery of promised systems like HIMARS and air defense assets remains essential to counter ongoing Russian offensives. Russia is working to reinforce its military influence and role as power broker in the South Caucasus amidst the Armenia-Azerbaijan conflict. Trilateral talks with Armenia may aim to dissuade growing alignment with Iran, which could reduce Russia's regional diplomatic leverage. As the war continues, Russia will likely increase strikes on civilian sites critical to Ukraine's wartime logistics. Russia also seeks to reassert maritime control in the Black Sea region. Continued military aid from the West will be vital in helping Ukraine defend itself amid Russia's evolving tactics. A prominent Russian military blogger expressed surprise that the U.S. has not provided F-16s to Ukraine yet, dismissing concerns about Russian escalation. However, the U.S. and NATO have been judicious in providing aircraft that could expand the war beyond Ukraine's borders. Russian forces conducted offensive operations along multiple axes on July 26, achieving some localized gains in Donbass and Zaporizhzhia. However, Russian momentum overall remains slowed by troop exhaustion and growing Ukrainian resistance. Ukraine continued localized counteroffensives along several fronts, leveraging increasing tactical skills to make advances against Russian defenses. Sustained counterattacks will be critical in regaining occupied territory. Russia has reportedly begun using Russian-made Shahed drones, highlighting Russia's need to supplement dwindling stockpiles of precision weapons with imported capabilities. Russia seeks to economically integrate occupied Ukrainian territory by pursuing infrastructure integration. This could enable long-term control if Russia succeeds in annexing these areas.